On May 2, 2026, Letsile Tebogo stood at the start of the final leg of the men's 4x100 meters relay at the World Athletics Relays in Gaborone, Botswana. His country had never qualified a 4x100 meter teams for a World Athletics Championships. Not once in their entire history. He was running in his own country, in front of his own people, with the baton arriving in his hands in 4th place. Then he ran, and by the time he hit the finish line, everything had changed. Botswana finished second behind the USA in Heat 1 of the men's 4x100 meters at the Botswana World Athletics Relays Gaborone 2026, running a new national record of 37.96 seconds to book a first-ever qualification for the World Athletics Championships in the event. Letsile Tebogo took Botswana from 4th to 2nd place during the anchor leg, crossing the finish line in front of passionate home fans in the new national record, to make the final and qualify his nation's first-ever men's 4x100 meter team for the World Athletics Championships. The noise in the Botswana National Stadium when he crossed that line was not just celebration. It was release. Years of building, years of watching other nations qualify for events that Botswana could not reach, years of a country known mostly for its 4x400 meters tradition suddenly breaking into a new event with a national record on its very first serious attempt. Tebogo had anchored a youthful quartet made up of Jason Game Mandoz, Selepi Prince Faisal, and Godirayon Kevin Lobatlamang before taking the baton himself for the final leg. These were not veterans of major championships. They were young, unproven, and running in front of their home crowd with everything on the line. And Tebogo delivered anyway. The crowd played a very huge role. I knew I had to make them proud, he said afterward. I've been doing it abroad where they can't really cheer for us as a team. So I knew I had to find something in me to push it over. But here is the detail that turns a great story into something remarkable. That 4x100 meters was not even the full weekend. The same weekend in Gaborone, Botswana won the men's 4x400 meters relay in a championship record of 2:54.47, with Letsile Tebogo and world 400-meter champion Colin Kebenat-Shipi both on the team. After anchoring the 4x400 meter victory, Tebogo said, "This was the best moment in my career. I'm sure there is more to come, but this has been my biggest highlight so far. It is not about the medals at the Olympics or World Championships, but how the crowd has held us together." He called a home world relays victory the best moment of his career. Greater than Paris. Greater than the Olympic 200 meters gold that made him a national hero and triggered a public holiday across the entire country. He said the crowd, his people on his soil, meant more. To understand why that matters, and why this weekend in Gaborone carries so much weight beyond just 2 relay results, you need to understand where Letsile Tebogo came from. Tebogo was born on June 7, 2003, in the village of Kanye, roughly 83 kilometers southwest of Botswana's capital, Gaborone. He grew up playing football and sprinting. His teachers encouraged both, but football injuries pushed him toward the track, and by 2019, at 16 years old, he started taking sprinting seriously for the first time. 2 years of real training. That is all it took before the world started paying attention. At the 2021 World Under-20 Championships in Nairobi, Kenya, he won the 100-meter gold and took silver in the 200 meters, becoming the first athlete from Botswana to win a 100-meter title at any global stage. He was 18. He had been training seriously for barely 2 years, and he was already winning world titles at youth level. The following year, he became the first man from Botswana to break the 10-second barrier, clocking 9.96 seconds at the Gaborone International Meet, setting a new world under-20 record in the process. In his own city, in front of his own crowd, breaking a world record at 18 years old. The 2023 World Championships in Budapest showed the world what was coming. Tebogo, then just 20, won silver in the 100 meters and bronze in the 200 meters, becoming Africa's first world 100 meters medalist in athletics history. 2 medals at the World Championships at 20 years old. But the real moment came 1 year later. At the Paris 2024 Olympics, Tebogo did something no African sprinter had ever done. He ran 19.46 seconds to win the men's 200 meters gold medal, setting a new African record and posting the 5th fastest 200 meters time in history. He became the first African to win gold in the men's 200 meters at an Olympic Games, Noah Lyles was the favorite, the Olympic 100-meter champion, racing for the sprint double. Tebogo beat him by the length of a full stride. Tebogo dedicated his performances to his mother, Siratiwa, wearing her birth date on his shoelaces during the 200-meter final. She had died during his season. He ran the 5 fastest seconds of his life, carrying that grief in front of 80,000 people in Paris. The win earned Botswana its first Olympic gold medal in any sport. The country declared a national holiday. Tebogo was named World Athlete of the Year for 2024. He was 21 years old. He was the Olympic champion. He was the World Athlete of the Year. And he was just getting started. Now here is where the Gaborone Relay Weekend takes on its full meaning. Botswana's sprint tradition has always lived at the 400 meters and the 4x400 meters. That is where the infrastructure is deepest, where the training programs are most established, where the medals have historically come from. The 4x100 meters is a completely different beast. It demands explosive short sprint specialists who can run 10 seconds flat individually and exchange a baton cleanly at top speed, with teammates running the same pace. Botswana simply did not have that depth. Until now, the 37.96 that Botswana ran in Gaborone was the 6th fastest time across all 3 heats at the World Relays. USA won the heat in 37.7. South Africa won their separate heat in 37.68. That context is important. Botswana did not just qualify by the minimum required. They qualified with a time that holds up against some of the strongest relay nations on the planet. And the reason that time was possible is the same reason the 4x400 meters victory was possible. Tebogo on the anchor leg changes every calculation. When the fastest man in African sprint history receives a baton in 4th place with 100 meters of track remaining, 4th place is not where the race ends. He was clear about what this result means for the team going forward. That was just the tip of the iceberg, he said. There are a few things to correct, but more great things are coming. Tip of the iceberg. With a national record already on the board and a world championship spot secured, he is looking further. I wouldn't say there was pressure. I am the one who put myself under pressure, he said. I told them that they just need to bring the baton alive, and I will give it my best. Looking at the youngsters we have, there is more to come. The youngsters, the ones who ran legs 1 through 3 in that 4x100 meter heat. The ones who are watching what Tebogo has built and understanding that the ceiling for Botswana sprinting has not been reached yet. Beijing 2027 will be their first 4x100 meter appearance at a World Championships. They are running 37.96 in their first serious attempt. They have the second-ranked 200-meter runner in the world on their anchor leg. The tip of the iceberg. Tebogo said it himself.